are giving Ken Jeong his star today on Hollywood and Vine.
Pink suit.
Oh, way over there. There he is.
Always Be My Baby with his longtime friend, Jeong. He was recently cast as a series regular in the Shonda Rhimes produced murder mystery, Resident for Netflix, as well as The High Schooler, Mimi. His production company, Infinite Collision, aims to produce comedy forward stories from Asian American perspectives. Please welcome Randall Park to the stage.
All right, it is such an honor to be here to celebrate my dear friend Ken Jeong. Now, as we all know, he's brought so much joy into our lives through his work as a comedian and actor and an all-around entertainer. But one thing we often forget is how much he got paid to bring us that joy. I'm just saying it's not as selfless as it sounds. But we all know Ken for being an icon in the entertainment industry, but what some of you may not know is how caring a person he is. One thing he really holds near and dear to his heart is community. I'm not talking about Asian Americans, I'm talking about the TV show Community. Because again, they paid him a lot of money. In all seriousness, Ken does really care deeply for his API community. What a lot of people don't know is how much of an incredible supporter he is of young Asian American artists and filmmakers. Ken also loves his comedy community, his medical community, he loves his country, he loves his city, he loves his beautiful family who are here today. Give it up for his family. But the reason why I love Ken so much is because he's also a great friend. There's so many stories I could tell, but here's one that encapsulates who Ken is. So my daughter Ruby is on the autism spectrum, and because of that I'm deeply invested in causes that will make the world a better place for her. So I'm on the board of an amazing charity organization called Culture City. Give it up for Culture City. Yeah. Culture City works towards acceptance and inclusion for those with sensory needs. And just from sharing my story and the stories of others with Ken, he was so moved that he wanted to be a part of it. The first thing he said, I remember with tears in his eyes, was, "How much does it pay?" I said, "Nothing, Ken, it's a charity." Anyway, Ken ended up joining the board, and he dedicated so much of his time and energy into Culture City. Even though it's a cause that doesn't necessarily affect him directly. But that's who Ken is. He has the biggest heart. He's always been there for me in my times of need, and he truly does bring me so much joy. So while I'm honored to celebrate him and this crowning achievement today, I'm even more honored to call him my friend. So congratulations, Ken. I love you.
Before we introduce the singer in attendance, please welcome Jenny McCarthy-Walworth and Cannon.
Here.
And we have Yvette Nicole Brown, James. You're a pretty popular guy here. Our next speaker is an actor, comedian, and television host. He stars in an executive produces Fox's hit comedy series Animal Control, and also returned on FX's season 3 of The Bear. He will reprise his role as Jeff Weiner in the upcoming Community movie, and he's House of Villains. He was previously in the DC Universe series Stargirl on the CW, and as the voice of Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat Legends, Battle of the Realms, and Queen Pins, a comedy based on a true story. I'm trying to see industrial. His other projects include Car Sharks, Twilight Zone, Mortal Kombat Legends, Scorpion's Revenge, and Oppenheimer, as well as Netflix's A Stupid and Futile Guest Star. opposite Will Forte. Please help me welcome Joel McHale to the stage.
Thank you for that reading of my Wikipedia page. That was wow. Ken would have killed your wear tie today. Good morning, fans of Ken Jeong. Tourists, Jimmy Kimmel staffers on lunch break, people buying weed, pineapple, and people experiencing homelessness. Thank you for being here this morning. I first met Ken in 2006 when I sued him for malpractice because he left a clamp inside my stomach after a botched surgery. You're a monster. Alright, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I know I only have 35 minutes to tell you about my friend Ken Jeong and what he has pulled off in his short 81 years on this planet. I'm kidding, man. I didn't mean to call you short. Alright. I don't know if you know this, but today is Ken's Day. It is Ken's Day. I know you think this is some snappy phrase cooked up in a Fox TV marketing meeting. It's not. I just made that up right here in this moment. First, as you know, Ken is a doctor. Everyone talks about this, especially him. But I'm going to say a little bit more about him being a doctor because it just gets said and then he gets introduced as a panel on a guest on a show or something. But I just want to say this. Okay, a young Ken Jeong went to Duke University. That is a hard thing to do, right? None of you went to Duke, you're in Hollywood, okay? Then Ken went to med school at UNC. Harder.
That's how short
to do.
the red
Then
carpet
he did his
is.
residency at UCLA.
It's all
and
an
he put in
illusion.
all those thousands of hours to be a doctor, hard to do. And then you know what Ken said while he was doing that? He said, I think I'll go to some open mics. I think I'll audition for some commercials. That is also hard to do. And then just a little bit later, Ken literally burst onto the screen, naked and screaming and commanding one of the biggest comedic performances in one of the biggest comedies of all time, The Hangover, guys. It didn't gross as much as Ted, but it was right up there. This is nearly impossible to do. It's like what Steph Curry did for the NBA. He's a little shorter, but still. This is why it's Ken's Day. Say it with me. It's Ken's Day. And in a few short years after that, Ken now is one of the most recognizable comedians on the planet. And this is why we are putting his name on a piece of brass and putting it in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Not easy to do. It is Ken's Day, everybody. I also want to say this is the most well-positioned podium I've ever spoken at. Sorry back there.
Right?
Photographers, top billing, best seats. And also Nick Cannon has not been mentioned that he's here. Nick Cannon is here, everybody. Alright, yeah, I met Ken for real in 2009 on Parks and Rec. Okay, good. You gotta pass the test. No, on Community, and here's why I love Ken Jeong. He was added to the cast. He was not in the pilot. He failed the audition. No. NBC was dying to put him on a show, so somehow we got Ken. I don't know why we got so lucky. And that first day of shooting, first time we ever met, I walked up to Ken and said, "What are you doing here? You're a movie star." And Ken said, for real, he said, "I want to see my family every day." And I can't even make a joke about that. And because it was so moving, and I was like, man, I should really do that. I did it. And that's where I fell in love with Ken. And nobody on this planet works harder than Ken. He takes talent and work and puts it. I work very hard, and later on I'll be standing on my star accepting offers, all right? Because I think Ken works so hard because he put the same effort into becoming a doctor, which if you screw up, you kill people, right? If you screw up as an actor, the worst thing that's going to happen is you'll be in 2009's Sports 6's All About Steve. 6% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not a big deal. The body of Ken's work is nuts, okay? Think about it. The Hangover series, 30 other films, animated films, The Masked Singer, I Can See Your Voice, stand-up specials. He is the only reason why Thanos' snap was reversed and half of all creatures came back to life. This man works so hard. He cares so much about his art. He doesn't care how he looks. He doesn't care about his clothes, clearly. He's dressed as a raspberry chocolate today. And when he says, I'm ready for my close-up, the director says, no, we're good. We got it in the wide. That's how much he leaps off the screen. This is Ken's Day, everyone. Hey, it's Ken's Day. And now, I'm almost done.
Sidewalk, please.
The mayor of Hollywood's about to kill me. Ken, but your brains are coming.
Look at all the traffic.
Wait, Jeong.
This is on Vine Street.
So good. So good.
Robin Thicke.
Hello. Oh, there we go. Hey, everybody, how y'all doing? You know what? I think I'm just gonna have some fun and work the crowd a little bit since we're all here. They say they usually don't have performances, but Ken really wanted me to sing a song, so we'll have some fun. Let's roll the music. Make sure it's loud, baby. That's not the right way. You know it, baby. All right, y'all.
Oh, Jeremy.
This is a shout out to my boy Ken, who never stops believing, and I never stop believing in you, baby.